around 2,600 shops, and could you believe that it stands for more than 2,000 years? That's 2 millennia. Today we see around 2,600 shop complex, as I say today, and earlier, certain few centuries back, both Muslims and non-Muslims both together were accompanying this place. But today, as it's said, mostly it's the Muslims who are running the shops in this market, and certain shops and certain businesses are run by their third generations. You know, the market is structured in a shape where all the categories are separated, you know, like the coppersmiths all together, and the goldsmiths and the textile businesses, you know, like this. It's separated so that it facilitates both the customers and the sellers. How it facilitates the customers? Because the customers, they can come and they can choose from all the options. If one don't have the item, they can choose from another shop. You know, in this way they save their time and their efforts. And meanwhile, it also helps all the categorical business related salesmen to make good sales, you know, and they can get better opportunity in this way. So this was structured in that manner from the Ottoman period. Now, for example, these items, these are like wedding related stuffs. All the wedding related items and stuffs, they are placed and they are sold in this shop. Meanwhile, this shop, the coppersmiths and copper related items are sold. You can see them for clearly, you know, very nice. They make the Turkish coffee with these things, and you know, the copper. I hope this is also made with copper. You know, it looks like so. And the teapots or the tea jars like this, and you know, they used to make omelets in this. It makes the omelet more tastier once they make with this. So you can see the difference, right? And here also we have got some flowers. Actually, you know, the businesses are, you know, it does not necessarily mean to be old or, you know, old based. Even the new business, new kinds of products, today they are shaped according to the today's customs and today's needs. That's how it's, you know, that's how it's carried out for centuries. And in the middle of the market we have this Sultan Aziziye or the Aziziye Mosque, which is a huge and beautiful and also a differently structured mosque. Actually, this was built first in the 1600s, and then in 1800s it catches a fire, and then the then Sultan of the time, Sultan Abdul Aziz, and his mother Walide Sultan, they both together renovate this beautiful place, and today it remains with the shape it was renovated in the 1800s or the 19th century. It looks really beautiful and different than all the other mosques. Maybe, you know, some of the mosques in the post-Ottoman period, they have a different look, and they have they embrace a sort of a European sort of a structure. They are being influenced with the designs or the architecture of that period, and a certain essence of that can be seen in this mosque as well. Guys, finally here we are at the Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi Museum. Look at this. The side behind me, that structure is the museum, and this is a mosque. It is adjacent to it, but we are going to go to the museum. This is actually the Yavuz Sultan Selim Mosque, adjacent to the Maulana Museum, and the mosque is built in 1570s, and here we see the museum we have visited to. Oh. So we are at the entrance of the Maulana Museum. You can see here the opening and closing hours. It opens at 9 a.m. in the morning and closes at 6 p.m. And the main area, it closes at 5:30 p.m. And note this, on Mondays, the entrance to the museum starts from 10 a.m. The entrance for the museum is totally free, but if you want audio guidance, you can prefer any language mentioned here, Deutsch, English, Espanol, Francis, anything, any language is mentioned here for just 30 lira. So I think that's very worth it if you're coming for the first time. Guys, now we have arrived at the tomb entrance of the Maulana. This is the tomb. The big tomb is the tomb of the Maulana. They wanted me to put the mask, so I can remove it. oldest tract that belongs to Hazrat Maulana, who lived in the 13th century. They have preserved it very well to this date. And this belongs to Bahaddin Belh. Bahaddin Belh is his father, Maulana's father. This is the rahle, or the reading desk belonging to the Seljuk period of the 13th century. Look how it's preserved to this date, guys. This jubba or cloak also belonged to Hazrat Maulana. Guys, out of the Maulana tomb, within this complex, we got this kitchen. You can call it a kitchen actually. So it's actually called the Matba-i-Sharif. Actually, when a student enrolls, he is made to start from this place. That's the place they learn the actual patience. So this is the place they put the students for days of training, and then they move to other academic readings. Unfortunately, it's closed because of the COVID presently, but I hope they will open it soon. So this is a small introduction about Sultan Walid. Sultan Walid is the son of Jalaluddin Rumi. Let me read a small paragraph here. He says, "My son, Sultan Walid, the reason for my birth is your birth. My heart is full of merits and knowledge of God and God's qualities. My task is to teach you all of them." Thousands of people are flocking to this place in Konya. This has been a very important site and maybe one of the main reasons for a lot of people, both locally and from abroad, to visit this place. This complex is normally totally open for visitors, for spectators. Every room has a story. Every room, whatever they do in a Mevleviye or in the school of, the Sofi teaching, it's explained with figures, dummies made replicating the Sufi dervishes and so. But unfortunately, due to COVID, these days it's closed. Maybe it will open up very sooner. But the main tomb area is still open for spectators. And you can see a lot of people still waiting, and from the other side they are exiting. I wish I had done a very long video inside, but unfortunately they would not allow the visitors to stay in. They just enter and pass by, enter and pass by. This place is something all of spiritual atmosphere, resembling the 13th century Sofi teaching or the Sofi order of the Rumi. So guys, today we are done going around a small trip in this Maulana complex. Hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you would visit this place one day. Stay tuned for my next video.